In this video, we're going to walk you through how much it costs to refurbish a 3-bedroom house. These costs are applicable to the North East, West and Wales. They do include VAT, labour and materials, and they're based on an average from the range of contractors that we work with. Knowledge of these costs can help you invest more smarter and with confidence. Changing the locks for the property, both at the back and the front, ensures improved security. This ensures that only authorised people have access to the property, both during the refurbishment and once the property's been let. The estimated cost for this is £120 per door. Clear the property by removing old fixtures, fittings and unwanted materials. You then have your rip out and waste disposal strip out. This is where you get rid of any fixtures, fittings and unwanted materials. If applicable, knock down walls and or configure back to brick. Existing plaster or plasterboard will be removed from the walls or ceilings. There is also a point that if the previous owners have hidden anything, for example, damp behind panelling, crumbled plaster behind chipboard, it'll then be identified. Rip out costs involve two elements. Number one, the labour involved. Number two, waste disposal costs that are based on weight. Obviously, costs can vary depending on the extent of the rip out. Estimated costs £1,000 to £3,000. Rewire and electrics. Replace or upgrade the electrical wiring. This could include adding new sockets. For example, for additional sockets in bedrooms, we make sure there's 2 double sockets in every large room. And lighting, for example spotlighting, we would only do this on high-end properties. A full rewire costs £3,600. Adding new sockets is £90 each. This may include upgrading or replacing the consumer unit or fuse board to make sure it meets regulations. For example, the RCD must have a metal casing and 2 circuit breakers. Now we're on to plumbing. As part of the first fix plumbing, if applicable, a new central heating system, pipework and radiators plus a new boiler. Costs £3,370. A new boiler on its own would be £1,865. Damp works. Installing a damp-proof course to protect the property from moisture. This is done prior to plastering and involves going back to brick. Costs £500 per length of wall. Plastering. Depending on the condition of the property and whether you're going back to brick, you would either plasterboard the ceilings and walls and then plaster. Or if the walls are okay and you just want a smoother finish for painting, we do this after we remove wallpaper. A light plaster may only be required. Costs £520 per room. Plasterboarding £40 per board. So for an average 100 square metre 3-bed property, you'd need 25 boards, which is £1,000. A full house board and plaster is £5,000. Guys, if you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks. Joinery. This includes creating any new stud walls, fitting new skirting boards and door frames, fitting internal doors and handles, and boxing any pipework. Costs £2,000 to £3,500 depending on the scope of works. Bathroom installation. To install a bathroom with fixtures, plumbing and tiling can really depend on the specification. Costs can vary between £3,000 and £5,000. Kitchen installation. Installing units, tiling, sinks and any other appliances. Again, like bathrooms, costs can vary depending on the specification. We budget between £3,500 and £5,500. Painting both walls and woodwork. We like to add feature walls to the properties for a high-end look. The cost to paint a whole house will be £2,500. Flooring. Carpets for a 100 square metre property are £1,500. Hard flooring in the kitchens and hallways are £250 per square metre, which could be £2,000 of a property of this size. We're now on to windows. You want to be replacing the windows if they're single glazed or made out of wood. Costs are approximately £500 for a medium-sized UPVC window. External UPVC doors are around £900. So a property like this will be around £5,000. Roof works. Old roofs with gaps in the tiles or porous tiles can cause internal dampness. It's the same for old guttering which isn't fit for purpose. Here are the costs. For the full roof replacement of the tiles is £6,000. Scaffolding will be £800 to £1,000. Replacing guttering and fascias front and back, £700. Minor repairs such as replacing tiles and repointing would start from £200. Gardening really depends on whether you're just doing some simple landscaping or you're trying to make it look like the Chelsea Flower Show. General garden maintenance would start from £300. Full fence replacement, depending on the size, could be £1,000. Landscaping costs could be anything from £500 upwards. Here's the conclusion. Get a number of quotes to get the best prices and ensure that you've done due diligence on your build team. Make sure that you visited previous sites to check the standards of the work, and always get references, and always check the company out on Companies House. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you've got any comments or questions, please put it in the comment box below. Thanks.